So you'll just be on your hands and knees, and then you're going to just reach your arm out in front as far as you can, and then place it back, and then reach with the other arm. Make sure you can see me. And so just getting a really big stretch as you reach, and then placing the other arm down. And so we'll just do each arm like 3 or 4 times, holding a nice stretch and then switching. Meanwhile, staying nice and stable with your hips and your arm that's on the ground, so you're staying nice and flat as you reach. I could drink my coffee and set it on your back and it wouldn't spill. Alright, and then we're going to do the same thing with your legs. And so now reaching one leg at a time, really stretching your heel out as far as you can away from your body, and then planting it back, switching to the other side. And again, meanwhile, keeping everything else nice and stable so that I could set my hot coffee on your back and I wouldn't lose a drop. And again, just like 3 or 4 times per side, holding a nice stretch. Okay, and then next one, we're going to try to reach right arm and left leg at the same time. Nice. And then just holding it for a breath and then bringing it back and just reaching as far as you can. But now, like, focus less on the reach and more on just the balance and the stability. So if you can't reach quite as far in order to stay stable, that's okay. But maybe push that stretch as far as you can while keeping a nice flat back. It's not moving around too much. All right, nice work. Okay, we're gonna roll back over onto our back now. And we're gonna start just with some kind of crunches. So you'll just be laying on your back and your elbows, your hands are gonna be behind your head for this one. And so you're trying to keep your elbows back, and you're just gonna sit up and then pull your elbows in towards your face, and then pull your elbows back again, and then crunch back to the ground. So just keeping your elbows out, shoulder blades up, and then pitch those elbows in over your face, pull them back again, and then return to the ground. And we're gonna do that 10 times. So try to keep count, but about 10 is also fine. Nice. Yeah, and so try to just be really separate each movement. Exaggerate that each one is a different movement. So like elbows are out when you crunch up, elbows come in, elbows go back out, and then you crunch back down. And taking your time between movements if you need to, that's totally good. And once you do 10, you can rest. Mom, you have the most perfect like ray of sun just beaming directly on you. I don't know. It looks like it's coming in from the window. I could be wrong. So next we're going to stay in our crunch. We're going to keep our elbows behind our head. Sorry. If you can't see me, if you have questions, make sure just let me know. But we're not going to do we're just going to crunch up here. And then we're going to pull our legs in, keeping them bent. So they start on the floor with your feet planted, and then you'll come back down again. So like crunching up, keeping your elbows where they're at, pull your knees into your chest, and then back down again. So like crunch, knees to chest, back down. And we'll do that 10 times. And so this time really focusing on keeping your elbows out the whole time. Sorry, yep. I know I'm hard to see also, so try to fix that. Nice. Good job. Okay, we'll say that's 10. Flying F, we have no idea where you're at, but hopefully you're still there. And so next we're gonna go into, you're gonna keep your elbows back, and we're gonna do our crunch, and then you're just gonna pull one knee up, and you're gonna take that elbow to that knee, and then you'll come back. And so again, it's yes. So elbows stay back, crunching up, knee to elbow, and then back to that kind of crunch as you bring your foot back down. So crunching up, knee to elbow, and then back down. Crunch, knee to elbow, back down. Yes! Alternate sides. And the knee that's not coming up to your elbow, the foot stays on the ground. Yeah, perfect. Yep, really good. And just when we're initiating that crunch, keeping our elbows out wide. So we're really focusing on opening up our shoulders there. And we're going to do 10 per side, so this is 20 total. It's already so warm out. Did anybody get sunburned yesterday? I guess, Mom, did you get sunburned yesterday? Okay. Okay, good. I was kind of worried that people were going to get burned. That's good. Yeah, when I got home, Rory had gotten home an hour before I got here, and so he had been doing a workout here in the driveway, and I was like, I can't tell if you're sunburned or tired from your workout, but you're very, very red. I was good. Yeah, he was just hot. He turns into a tomato. Okay, and then the last one we're going to do is for 1 minute, you're going to keep up in the crunch, and you're going to go switch, 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 switch as many times as you can for 1 minute. And sorry, I'm just grabbing my stopwatch is hiding here off camera. All right. Are you ready to start? Okay. Ready, set, go. Yes, perfect. And just resting when you need to for a little bit if you need to, but then try to keep going. Thirty more seconds. Nice. Still 20 seconds left. Ten more seconds. Okay, rest. Nice job. All right, and so we're actually going to do all of that one more time, starting with the crunch plus the elbows in. And so, again, chest up with keeping your elbows back, and then pinching your elbows together, pulling your elbows back again before coming back down. And so do 10 of those. That's okay. That's actually probably a good sign. It means you've been working hard, and it's hard to continue to replicate. And once you get to 10, we'll take another quick break. And then we'll go on to the next one, which was keeping your elbows back, pulling your shoulder blades off the ground, and then hugging your knees to your... Did we touch our knees to our elbows, or did we just hug our knees? We just hug our knees in. Crunch, knee hug, and then back down. Yep. 10 times. Also, I was going to report to the group that I went on a walk with my friend Lexi, and we decided we're going to go on a walk once a week. And we're going to find like cool places in Seattle to go on walks. I was like, "Oh, my mom and her friends go and my aunts go on walks." I was like, "We got to do it too." Anyway, we can all like report our walk times. I only went on one walk this week, but all right, and then are you not counting? Okay, great. No, good. Okay, that's fine. But just we can stop because that was definitely 10. And so then the next one is the crunch, and then opposite knee, and then back. And we're gonna do 20%, and just trying to make sure as we crunch up, we're keeping our elbows back and then twisting, so we're not cranking on our neck. And you're keeping space in your shoulder blades. And so we'll do 20-ish of those. We've been walking around at Discovery Park, is where we've been going on our walks, and we like totally get lost on all the trails in there. We've like never walked the same route, even though we're like trying to, there's like a specific loop that we're trying to do, but it all works out. It's Magnolia, like on the water, like where like the bluffs and stuff are. It's like above. There's like it's like a big park with like beaches and trails and. Okay, you ready to do the 1 minute where you just switch as many times as you can? Okay, we'll start. All right. Okay, we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, and try to get as many as you did last time. I know you weren't counting, but pretend that you are counting. Yep. Yep. Elbow, knee, elbow, knee. For 1 minute. Perfect. 30 more seconds. Oh, I can see Leslie now more as more sunlight is getting. You're doing it. Nice job, nice job. 10 more seconds. Three, two, one. Time. Rest. Good job. Okay. Rest a little bit, and then we're gonna stand up. So take your time standing up. Sometimes when I do a bunch of stuff, like sit-ups when I'm warming up and stuff, and then I stand up to get a head rush. So make sure you take your time standing up. And the next thing we're gonna do is just a little bit of like more kind of balance practice. And so we're just gonna try to do some stuff standing on one leg. And so we'll start on your right leg. And the idea is just softly bending your right leg, trying to stay standing as tall as you can. You're going to take your left foot and you're going to just tap the ground out to the side. And then you're going to just tap the ground out in front. And then you're going to try to reach across in front and tap. So you're just trying to go, and then also, didn't have room, but tapping behind. And so you're just trying to make these circles, tapping the ground. Yeah, kind of like a clock. You know, you want to hit 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And also, when you're thinking about hitting like this 3 o'clock, you could try like doing it behind, or you could try reaching across. We're just trying to keep our balance and stability on that standing leg. And try to do about like 3 times around the clock. And then switch and do the other side once you've gone like 3 times around. Nice job. Yeah, and you're in between. Okay, so now we'll go back to that first leg. And what you're going to try to do is hug your knee up as high as you can. And we're going to hold it there. Yes. Nice. Toe up, knee up. Nice job. 10 more seconds. Okay, and then do not set it down, but swing your leg back through, and you're going to step down into like a lunge. I'll show you from the side. So here's your knee hug, and you're just going to try to swing this leg through, and how we were just kind of tapping it behind, but finish in a lunge. Nice. And then, yep. And then we'll switch legs. And so again, we'll go into that high knee hug, hold. So knee hug, toe up, knee up, hold, hold, hold. 10 more seconds. You got it. If you lose it, get it back. You got it. I lost it. Someone walking down the street distracted me. All right, and then we're going to swing into that lunge. So let this leg come back slowly, but all the way through, tapping it back and then dropping with control into that lunge and then standing up. Yeah, nice. Okay, so we're going to do this similar thing. So back to the other leg, knee hug, hold, or I'm sorry, no, don't hug it. High knee and holding. Yes, very nice. All right, and then this time, rather than swinging it back into a lunge, we're going to take it off to that side tap and finish in like a squat and then come back up. So from the other view, right, we had that knee hug and then off to the side, squat, and then down. And then we'll switch to the other side. Which leg was I just standing on? All right, ready with that high knee? Yeah. So that's the really cool thing about training just one leg at a time is it will really help to balance out those asymmetries. So it's totally very, very rare for anyone to be like the exact same on both sides. Okay, and that was a long enough hold, so now we'll reach out to the side, squat, and then bring it back. All right, last round of these knee hug things. So we'll go back to that first leg. Not knee hug, sorry, high knee. I keep saying that. That's not what we're doing. So holding that high knee, and then this time you're going to send it back behind, almost like to that 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and finish with that squat. Yes, it is a curtsy. That's exactly what it's called, a curtsy squat. Yep. And so then we'll bring it back to the other leg. And we'll start with that high knee. Knees high, toes high, holding it high for like 10 more seconds. And then nice and slow, crossing behind into the curtsy. Yeah. Nice, really nice. Okay, so what we're going to do now is one time through each thing again, but we're not going to hold our high knee. So you're still going to do the high knee. And so we'll start again. We'll say our left foot down, and we'll just go right leg, high knee, and then reverse lunge. And then switch to the other side. So high knee into that reverse lunge. And then back to the other side. High knee, side sumo squat. And then the other leg. Spike always barks at me. High knee, side sumo squat. Other way. And then we'll go back to that left leg down, high knee, curtsy, and then we'll switch to the other side. High knee, curtsy. Yeah, nice. Okay, so we'll do another round of that. And so it was high knee, reverse lunge on both sides. And then high knee, sumo side squat on both sides. And then the curtsy. After the high knee, of course. It's getting easier, huh? Okay, last round. High knee, lunge. High knee, sumo. Okay, now you have to do one round on your own. Test time. One set without me. They're all good. All curtsies are good curtsies. Awesome. Yes, good job. Very good. Nice work. Cool. Okay, good job. So now we're going to move into something else. We did like a little bit of core strength and then some like balance and stability stuff. And then we're going to do a little bit of conditioning now. So this is where if you have a step, we are going to use that part, and it doesn't need to be very high, even if it's just a couple inches. Okay. Can you step on it? Maybe. Okay, cool. And also, if not, I was going to say, if you don't have a step, then you can just use like a line or something. Like I have this line here, and we can do, when we're stepping up forward, you can just like step forward over your line and back. And then when we're going sideways, you can step sideways over your line. Or even if your line wasn't like a line, if it was maybe even a shoe, you know, you'd at least have to step over it and back. And that can be similar. So something that you can step over could also function as a step. Yeah, stepping over is fine too. But so we're going to do, you may remember, or maybe not, but for the last like 15 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes of all the previous ones so far, we've done 30 seconds of something followed by 30 seconds of something else. And we've just kind of done that over and over again. And so we're going to keep doing that. And so for the first 30 seconds, we're going to be doing the step ups or the steps, forward and backward. And then we're going to switch between forward and backward and side to side. And then on the other 30 seconds, we're going to be just doing other stuff that you can just follow along with, much like we did last time. And so rather than kind of going over all of those now, you'll just kind of follow along when we get there. And today we're going to go for a total of 12 minutes. So I think it's a little bit shorter than the last one we did, but maybe a little bit more intense because we're going to be stepping over or onto something. And the idea is to be able to keep stepping all the time. So your steps should be short, like manageable. Like if I think, Mom, I remember you have a step like this that you can adjust the height on it. Maybe just put it on the shortest height, because I'd rather you do more than do higher ones. Yeah, and I'll keep track of the time. And so again, for the first 30 seconds, the idea is just that you're stepping like forward and then backwards, back off to it. And then also something I do when I'm doing the steps is I switch which foot I'm putting up onto the step every time. So as my left foot comes back down, I just go right back up with my left foot. And then that way when my right foot comes down off this one, I go right back up with my right foot. So that way I'm leading with the opposite foot each time. And I'm just sort of since I've practiced stepping up like this, I'm just in the habit of switching. But if you're not in the habit of switching, just try to mix up which leg you're leading with, even if it's confusing to make it alternate every time. And then on the odd minutes, we'll be doing side step ups. And if you're using the step, go all the way over to the other side so that you can lead right to left. But Leslie, if you're just stepping over your pot, just make sure that you're stepping over it with your right foot sometimes and over it with your left foot leading sometimes. So you can probably just step directly over it and back, as if it was like this. Yeah, don't trip. But that'll be what makes it like stepping up, because also don't trip on your step. Okay, apart from like what we're gonna do in the second half of every minute, are there any other questions? Yeah, well, flying gaff, you don't get any questions anyway, so. Yes, yep. Yeah, you're gonna just follow along. Just like last time. But now is the time when I'm like setting my timer, and so sometimes it kind of takes a second. Nice. Yeah, I know, and Leslie just gets like greener and greener. Wait, are you waving because you're ready? Or are you waving because you want us to stop? Okay, well, we're going to start in 10 seconds. And we're going to start with the steps, over or up. And just forward and backwards. Ready, set, go. And so yeah, just up onto your step or over your pot or onto your pot. Can you hear the like big truck outside my driveway? Oh, Royce. All right, and then 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do these. Your arms are gonna be bent. And you're gonna just pull your elbows straight down. So pretend like you're pulling something really heavy, and you're keeping your elbows down and back, and reaching up as high as you can. All right, and then in 3, 2, 1, we're going to go to our sideways, back and forth steps. They're doing a bunch of construction like all around Green Lake. All the roads around Green Lake are getting a upgrade, which is actually nice because they're doing the thing where like the buses are going on an island, so the bikes have like to not deal with the bus lane basically. But it's just crazy construction and trucks and very loud. All right, and then this next one, we're going to take arms wide, feet wide, and you're going to twist, tap, opposite. And then back to forward and backward stepping. Not backwards, but back down off the step. Backward step ups. That's next week. That's a joke. Alright, and then the next one, you're going to keep your arms wide and you're just going to twist to the side. And twist as far as you can. Keep your feet pointing straight ahead. Your toes. Alright, and then side to side steps. And also, sometimes I do say that. You know, I mean to say my toes, but I say, like, oh yeah, keep your... And it's like, wait, what? Like, wait, no, actually, sorry, don't do that. So, definitely keep me in check when I say something that doesn't make sense. Alright, and then the next one, we're going to do jumping jacks. And if you can't jump, you can just step out and reach up. What the heck? Oh. Am I back? Someone was calling me. And then if you can't jump because of your ankle, you can just do steps to the side like this. Okay. 3, 2, 1, steps. Yeah, the truck is actually Rory's dad's, but we're like keeping it for him while he's fishing. Alright, and then we're gonna go back to the pull downs. Sorry, the cactus pull downs. I'm trying to read my notes. Alright, and then the little side steps. Alright, and then the wide stance, arms to the side, toe tap, opposite hand. And try to keep your other arm reaching up toward the sky. And then back to steps. Just forward step. Also, we're halfway done. Alright, and then next was the straight arm twist, toes forward. Three, two, one, side step. Whoa, kind of got a little dizzy doing that. Alright, 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks. Three, two, one, steps. Three, two, one, pull down. Oh, sorry, yeah. Keeping those elbows wide. Yeah, my internet is not great here. For some reason. It's like What is going on? Yeah, exactly. Like, switch! And we're gonna switch to step-ups. Yeah, sometimes I'll be, like, in the middle of one of these and my connection will go out, and then by the time my connection comes back and I realize I was gone, it's like, how is it going in here? I'm sorry. I've been gone for so long. Alright, and then we're gonna go into the toe tap. Opposite foot. Steps now. All right, 3, 2, 1. Arms wide. Twist. Keep your arms up high. 3, 2, 1. Step ups. 3, 2, 1. Last 30 seconds jumping jacks. Three, two, one, rest. The end. My clock says, great job. Yes, yes. Do a little step, sit. And take your leg straight out in front of you and take your right leg over your left leg and just like pull it up as high as you feel like, and can get a good little stretch here. And then even leaning forward might stretch your sitting leg. And if you want a deeper stretch, you could take it and bend this leg and you'll get a stretch there too. But this is a nice little cool down stretch. You could do a little ankle circle. How is your ankle? Are you icing it? Okay, okay. Yeah, when did you start? Also, I switched legs. Did you start doing work on the washing machine the day before yesterday? Yeah. And so you're sore today? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.